I left my 12 LPA corporate job to become a housewife. That is exactly what people said when I resigned from my job just before my wedding. And that taught me a very important life lesson that I want to share with all of you today on this video. Hey everyone, welcome back and good evening. I'm Mopriya, your communication and soft skills coach. I'm also a certified life coach and a TEFL certified spoken English trainer. And you are on Speak Up with Mopriya, where we not only work on our spoken English skills, but also we focus on developing our personality and learn to speak up on different aspects of life. So, a lot of you by now will be knowing the fact that I was working in the corporate sector for a very long time, almost 11 years before I quit my job and I decided to do something on my own. My fiance and I had been together for almost 8 years before we decided to get married in December of 2023. And of course, like any other girl, I was also super excited for my wedding. I planned the entire thing to the T with all the details, and I wanted to execute everything under my own supervision. Now, interestingly, right before my wedding in the month of October, I got a new job. I discussed about my wedding plans and we decided that, okay, I can go ahead, join the organization, and then take the leave that is required during my wedding. But interestingly, God had other plans. Right after joining the organization, within 2 weeks, I had the worst cold and flu ever, and I was almost bedridden for like 2 weeks. And during those 2 weeks, I contemplated a lot. I used to just sit and think and ask myself this question over and over again. Am I doing what I really want to do? And I used to have conversations in my mind. I used to play a lot of scenarios in my mind that, okay, if I leave the job, what is it that I would do? Slowly and steadily over those 2 weeks, my self thoughts started developing into conversations that I was having with my fiance. And in that process, both of us realized that the job is something that is not making me happy anymore, or that is not letting me do the things that I want to do in life. So, after a lot of deliberation over those 2 weeks, I finally got clarity and I took a decision with, of course, the support of my then fiance and my brother that I am not going to be in that cycle of paychecks anymore. So, finally, I put down my paper and decided to give life a chance and to take a risk. Thankfully, after working for 11 years, I was at a place where I was not really very worried about the next couple of months. So I told myself that for the next couple of months, I'm going to enjoy this phase. I'm going to enjoy the wedding that I am so excited about and that we have waited for so long. And once the wedding is over, I'm going to figure something out. Eventually, the wedding turned out to be a huge success. Everything that I had planned went the same way, and everybody loved it and everybody enjoyed. Once the wedding was done and the December festivities were done, in January 2024, I finally got a reality check that, hey, Mopriya, now it's time to start something. You had promised yourself that you are going to do something on your own, so how do you get started? That's when the real struggle began. Trust me, the initial few months were really overwhelming for me. I was constantly overthinking, and it was leading to, of course, a lot of frustration and also some depression. Some days I would just lay in the bed and keep thinking and not do anything. I had so many things on my mind. I wanted to do so many things, but to be honest, I wasn't taking any action. It took me multiple conversations, not only with myself, but also with my husband, with my brother. And after a lot of discussion one day, I finally told myself that, Mopriya, this is it. You need to take action. You just cannot keep on thinking and deliberating over stuff. That is not going to bring in what you are looking for. And after almost 2 to 3 months of struggle with my own self and my own thoughts, I was finally ready to take action. And once I started doing that, there was no stopping. This entire journey that I have covered from October 2023 till March 2024 has taught me a lot of important things in life. And the only reason I'm sharing my story with you today is because I want all of you to deliberate over these lessons that I have learned and see if any of these resonates with you in your life or any situation that you are in. So, the first thing that this journey has taught me is having open communication with your loved ones is extremely important in life. No matter what situation you are in, no matter what problem you are facing, no matter what thought is disturbing you, always have an open discussion and open communication with the loved ones that you trust in life. It gives you a lot of courage. It may not solve your problem completely, but it helps you unload, feel light, and also gives you different perspectives in life. So never stop yourself from having communications with your loved ones. That is the first thing that this entire episode taught me. Number two, what I learned is whenever you want to do something that is a little opposite to what the societal norms are, you feel scared, and that's all right. It is very common in our culture to have a stable job, to have a high paying job, and you get a lot of respect in the society. However, as soon as we start thinking of doing something on our own, to leave a job that is secured, to leave a job that is well paying, a lot of people show doubt and concern on your step, which in turn makes us scared and afraid. But trust me, what I learned through my process is it is all right to feel scared. That feeling of fear should never stop us from taking a risk because life is all about taking chances, isn't it? So don't let the fear of failure or the fear of judgment stop you from doing something that you believe in. And the third and the most important lesson that this entire journey has taught me is overthinking does not solve your problem. You need to take action for everything in life. You can talk as much as you want with people, but at the end of the day, it is you who needs to take that step, who needs to do that action. Unless and until you go out and do the thing that is needed, you will not see any results. So there is no point sitting and sulking and thinking that, oh my God, how will this happen? You will only know how it can happen when you get your hands dirty, when you go ahead and do it. That's the most important lesson that I have learned through this journey, that you can plan all you want, that you can keep thinking as much as you want, but at the end of the day, for you to be successful, for you to reach somewhere in life, you need to take action. Until and unless you take action, you will never know whether it is going to be successful, whether it is going to be a failure, or whether you are going to be exceptional at something. So now that the year is ending, I want you to ponder on these three things that I had learned in my journey, and let me know in the comment section whether you can relate to any of these or whether you had any such experience this year that you feel is familiar to mine. I hope listening to my journey will inspire you in some way to take the risk that you have been scared to or make a decision that you were unsure of. If any of you wants to connect with me for a discussion or wants to know about the sessions that I conduct, please read the description box. I have given all the details in there, and I'm going to connect with all of you again tomorrow with another new video. That's it for today's episode. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. Good night.